What's going on, y'all? This is Nightmare Baller One. Just decided to hit y'all up with a Q&A. But before I get started, a lot of people didn't agree with my last video about about Wrestling Masters video. I would just like to know what y'all disagree with, stuff like that. That's just me. And I was talking with some people, right, and just like some of my friends or whatever that's not on here, and like they was like, "Oh man, I'm so happy. TNA's doing a show in Japan, yada yada yada." Okay, let me clear something up, y'all. TNA is appearing at a New Japan show. The main event of the show is the real IWGP World Title match. I know it's Tanahashi versus I'm not exactly sure right now, but I know somebody will tell me. But yeah, so it's not a TNA show. It's a New Japan show that TNA wrestlers are appearing at, okay? So let's not, act like TNA went international all of a sudden, okay? They're appearing at a New Japan show. That's what's happening. Okay. Just thought I'd clear that up because, I've heard like, some people on here talking about it, and some of my friends was acting like it was just a TNA show. Is not. I mean, that's a good thing though. They're gonna show it on TV. I'm glad because I really want to see that. But it's just not a TNA show. All right. Let me go ahead and get started. My first set of questions are from the Scat Man. He asked me, "What's your favorite shoot interview of all time?" I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'll probably say any Raven joints. Those are pretty good. All right, which Tiger Mask was the best? Of course, Satoru Sayama. Of course. Who has the better lariats, Nigel or Stan Henson? Stan Henson, of course. But I love Nigel's also. Number 4. What are your opinions on the Christian versus Angle, heel versus heel angle? I think it's pretty good, honestly. Like I think it was kind of stupid where they were fighting over at first, but I mean, both of them are great in ring performers, But I just want to see where they go with this. I just hope Christian doesn't win. I mean, why would they have a heel lose to another heel? That's stupid. Anyway, lose the title to another heel. You know what I mean? All right, number 5. Who's better? Who's the better workers from these parents? All right, HBK and Brett. That's close, but I say HBK. Ric Flair versus Bryan Danielson. Ric Flair, of course, but Danielson is phenomenal also. Nigel McGuinness, Austin Aries. Austin Aries, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. All right, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio. I say a lot of people are gonna disagree, but I say AJ Styles. Kurt Angle and the Dynamite Kid, of course, the Dynamite Kid. I like Kurt Angle, but the Dynamite Kid. Well, I don't like him so much anymore, but the Dynamite Kid. All right, Mr. Perfect or Dean Malenko, Mr. Perfect, Y2J and Joe. Y'all know I'm gonna say Joe, but Y2J is still. That's probably why he asked me this question, because he probably knows I'm big on Y2J because I am. But I'm gonna say Joe. Misawa and Kobashi, definitely Misawa, although I like Kobashi better. Austin, Triple H, in my opinion, Austin, but a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, so I say Austin though, and I don't care if you disagree with me. I'm just playing. And finally, do you think Claudio and or Hero will get ROH title runs next year? If only one gets it, who should it be? And if Hero has a run, would you like to see the Kingston feud restart in ROH? Alright, to answer your first question, yes. I think Chris Hero will be the ROH champion sometime next year. I'm not so sure about Claudio, but I know Chris Hero will. I'm about 95% sure that's going to happen. Alright, if only one gets it, who should it be? Chris Hero, like I said. And if Hero... Oh yeah, the Kingston question. A lot of people don't like Eddie Kingston in the ring. I do. Eddie Kingston is phenomenal on the mic. I think the ROH fans, if it's done right, if he came to ROH, I think the ROH fans would mark out for it. I know I would, because you already know as soon as he get there, he's coming for Chris Hero. That's just how it is. So, like I said, that's the greatest rivalry ever in history. In history, I don't care what anyone says. That's just what I think. It's the greatest rivalry in history. But yeah. Yeah. I would love to see that. Yep, love to see it. All right. Next question from MacTube. What are your top 5 PWG matches of all time? And have you seen the El Generico versus Pac from All-Star Weekend 5 Night 1? Yeah, I have. And it's probably PWG's best match of the year. I don't agree with that. Honestly, I think the match that happened on night On night 2, the Joe versus Low Key match was honestly better than that. That's just my opinion. But let me see, top 5 PWG matches ever. The triple threat for I can't remember what show it was, but the triple threat for the PWG World Title, it was Kaz, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. The match was awesome. In my opinion, that's one of Kaz's best matches ever. That and Ultimate X that Kaz had with AJ Styles and Matt Bentley in 2004. I think it was a triple threat, and that's when Matt Bentley and Kaz both pulled out the titles. But that triple threat should be mentioned with that match. Very good match. Then I would probably put the Joe and Low Key match I was talking about from night 2. That was just awesome. That was incredible. That's all I can say. That was something else. All right, number 3. I'm not so. Let me think. Number 3. That's a good question. I'm gonna say. I'd say El Generico and Danielson from this year, definitely. El Generico and Danielson. No, the 4-way this year. The 4-way. I can't remember what show it was at. Forgive me, y'all. And the top 2, as y'all probably already guessed, number 2, the match that happened this year, the Guerrilla Warfare match between the Human Tornado and Joey Ryan. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible, I'm telling you. And number 1, as y'all all probably already have guessed, the Guerrilla Warfare match between Super Dragon and Kevin Steen. That match was fucking insane. Okay, if you've never seen that match, stop this video and go watch that match. Okay, don't watch no more of this video. Go watch that match. All right, then next question I got also is from Mac2. He asked, do you think the WWE angle with Edge and Vicky Guerrero is disrespectful to Eddie, even though she's probably only working there because the WWE felt sorry for for her after Eddie died? Is the angle wrong? Honestly, I don't like the angle. I do think it's wrong. But I think Eddie Guerrero has such a good understanding of the business that he's probably in heaven right now laughing at this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just what I think. All right, I'm running out of time, y'all, so if I get cut off, I'm probably going to have to make 3 parts because I have a whole hell of a lot of questions. All right, next question is also from Mac2. He asks, who do I think is better between Kenta or Marufuji and Misawa or Kobashi? All right, Marufuji, in my opinion, is better than Kenta. And, well, this is who I like better. Marufuji more than Kenta. And I like Kobashi more than Misawa, even though I got to admit, Misawa, if you look at all, just all his matches, in his entire career, he's better. All right, and who are your personal favorites to watch overall among them on a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being the best? Okay, number 1, definitely Kobashi. Since I was a little kid, I like Kobashi. Number 2, Misawa, definitely. Number 3, Marufuji, and number 4, Kenta. But all 4 of these guys are incredible performers, incredible wrestlers, like 4 of the best I've ever seen. That's to being honest. All right, what are your top 3 Bryan Danielson matches in Bryan Danielson's ROH career? Okay, number 3 would be him and Kenta at number 3 would be, well, that's a good, I know my number 1 is him and McGuinness this year. Number 2 will probably be him and Kenta. That's a good question. Yeah, number 2, him and Kenta. And number 3 will probably be him and McGuinness at Unified, probably. Just off the top of the head, not really, looking at anything. All right, y'all, this concludes this part. I'll be back with part 2. Peace, y'all.